Mic testing. Hello, and good evening to everyone, and welcome to another live stream of SYWK podcast. It's a horror live, and today we are going to talk about some haunted places. I'm going to share some amazing and scary ghost stories. So, guys, whoever is there on Instagram, I'm live on Instagram as well. So, whoever is there on Instagram, you guys can come live on YouTube and join me on my stream. So, I will simultaneously keep the Instagram and my YouTube live together. But don't forget, you guys need to come on YouTube because people are going to come here, they're going to share their stories. So, make sure that you come live on YouTube, leave a comment, like the stream, and here we continue. So, yes, we have Divyani Mahapure. Hi, Divyani. I hope you're doing fine. Then we have Riju on YouTube. Hello, join from Instagram. Thank you, Riju. And yes, so it's going to be live this way. It's going to be live on Instagram and it's going to be live on YouTube as well. बट असली मजा यूट्यूब में है तो यूट्यूब में आ जाओ हम लोग इधर बात करेंगे इंस्टाग्राम इज just to attract you guys on YouTube. So for people who are new on my stream, I would like to tell you that my name is Desmond and I love horror content, and that is why I started my podcasting / YouTube journey 2 years back, where I share, narrate, interview, and I do everything in and around the paranormal world. I like to talk about ghost stories. I like to narrate a few ghost stories. I interview a lot of people. So it's a fun channel, and I am going to share a couple of horror stories today. And if anyone is there on YouTube. If anyone is there on YouTube and they would like to join the stream and share your experience, or you can just come, say hi, hello, you can abuse me, you can do anything, just come on the stream, join, say hi, hello, do anything you want. But don't forget to like the stream first. And if you want to join the stream, the link is in my description. Where? In my YouTube, not on Instagram, on my YouTube. Whoever's there on Instagram, you guys need to come on YouTube. Okay, so you can click the link in the description and join the stream, and we can have a conversation. So meanwhile, there are a couple of people who have said who have sent me a message. Couple of people, only two people. Divyani, that is Divyani Mahapuri. Yes, how about you, Divyani? When we spoke last, you told me that you had some horror story to tell from Pune. So if you're still online and if you would like to come and share, then please come and share about your friend who was working with you in Indigo. I remember you telling me something. So if you would like to share that story, please do come. It's not compulsory to put the camera on. You can put the camera off as well and speak. So yes, going to the next person, Neil Rodrigues. Oh ho, your buddy Neil is getting married in December, so we need to congratulate him. Congratulations, Neil. Very excited for your wedding. Everyone is excited. For people who are on Instagram, I'm still telling you the असली मजा YouTube में है तो YouTube में आ जाओ, ठीक है? So, anyways, there are 6 people right now who's live. So, if I forgot to, forgot to put the banner. Now you can read the banner on YouTube. It says join the stream and share your ghost stories. Link in the description. So I'll wait for 5 minutes, and anyone who would like to join the stream, you can join the stream. Meanwhile, I'll just go ahead with the stream. So for tonight's horror life, basically, what I would be doing is I have a segment in my horror life. So for the first 5 to 10 minutes, I just talk nonsense. I just do chit chat with you guys. Then after that, I will narrate a short horror story. उसके बाद, I'm going to give you an horror update. Horror update in the sense, what is new this week? Is a movie releasing, or is there a horror book, or is there a new podcast available, or is a new video available? Any related to horror, it's going to be an horror update. So I'm going to update you. Then I'm going to react to some of the horror content from the internet. Maybe I'll react to some of the articles. Maybe I'll react to some of the videos from the internet. So you guys can wait for that. And at the end, if you guys would like to share your ghost stories, then you're almost, welcome anytime. But we'll keep that for the end. But before that, I am now going to start with a short horror story. But, whoever is there on Instagram, I am mainly live on YouTube. And if you would like to enjoy the complete stream, you need to join on YouTube. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the sound. In fact, I'm just going to mute it. Okay, so now I have a story. It is the Zomato delivery boy horror story. This is the story which I am going to narrate. So give me 1 minute. Yes, so this is the horror story which I'm going to narrate. So here it goes. So basically, before narrating, I'll tell you that there is a website called yourghoststories.com. So if anyone who likes reading ghost stories, then you should check out this website, because I love their stories. They are all through incidents where people have submitted the stories on this website. And off lately, I've started, picking up stories from this website and, converting it into an episode. So that is how it is. On Instagram, there is Duana. Let me just reply to some of the messages on Instagram. Divyani, she said hi. She came on YouTube as well. Sachit, good to see you. Thank you. Good to see you too. Kaveri, hi there. Duana, hello. Uh, Velita, Velita. Hi, bro. How are you? We will surely check it out. Velita, come on YouTube. Everyone is on YouTube, so come on YouTube. Come to my channel. The link is in my bio, so go check it out. And I'll be waiting for you on Instagram. So, without wasting any time, I, anyways, wasted a lot of time. So, now I am going to narrate the Zomato delivery boy horror story. Okay, so here it goes. Hi, this is my first time submitting my personal story, as I'm too shy to share it with anyone and have not even shared it with my family. However, I feel safe on this website because no one will judge me here. This is a true incident that I witnessed, and I hope you guys will understand what I went through. So, here is my story. I came to Mumbai in 2019 from Kanpur in search of a job, and quickly, with my friend's recommendation, I received a job offer at a well known marketing company. In the beginning, I stayed with my friend for a couple of months. However, I needed to find my own apartment so that I can have my own space. After a few weeks of searching on the internet, I found a rented apartment close to my office, which was located in Andheri East. Quickly, I moved in and had my own space. I was happy, but my happiness did not last long. I still remember it was the 4th of December 2019, and I came back home around 10:30 p.m. after a long day at work. I just wanted to rest, so I decided to order my meal from Zomato, and that's when things went the wrong way. On the app, it showed 25 minutes for the food to be delivered. So I decided to have a quick shower and wait for my dinner. Meanwhile, I was preparing for my shower. I get a phone call from my mother. I got so engrossed talking to her that I did not realize that we spoke for almost an hour and my food hasn't been delivered. So I ended my call with my mother and decided to call the delivery guy. Even after calling him several times, he did not answer. I was pissed now and decided to call the restaurant. After inquiring with them, they informed me that the delivery guy left quite some time and they would check on him and call me back. I was so pissed that I was going to give bad reviews and even complain to the Zomato team. Meanwhile, I was typing the review, the doorbell rang, and I was all ready to fight. But the minute I opened the door, I was confused and shocked at the same time. I could see the delivery guy standing outside my door, but he was bleeding from his head. My anger soon turned into concern and asked him if he was fine and needed some medical help. But he did not reply to my question. He just said, I'm sorry for being late, and he moved his hand towards me to give my food. But it was strange that he did not have the food, but it was strange that he did not have the food package with him. He himself got confused and said that he himself got confused and said that he must have left the food package on the bike and said he will come back in a minute. While all this happened, I got a call from the restaurant's manager and he said, we are sorry to inform you, but our delivery boy has met with an accident and died on the spot. We will resend you the order. After hearing this, I could not believe what happened to me. I was shocked and confused. I even went down to check if the delivery guy was there, but could not find anyone. I even checked with my building watchman, but he did not see any delivery guy. I did not tell this I did not tell this to anyone, but I know I felt something supernatural which cannot be explained. But this incident still haunts me to date. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was something super 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 scary. So for people who have just joined in, I will be anyways talking about this story. So I have read the story. Now I will be talking, explaining, and going to chit chat with you guys. So the title is Zomato Delivery Boy Horror Story. So basically, there is a guy from Kanpur. He comes to Mumbai in search of a job. Okay. So, soon he gets a job, and then after that, he, you know, finds an apartment for him, a rented apartment for him in Mumbai, close to his office. So one evening, when he got done from work, he reached around 10:30 p.m. and he was dead tired, so he did not have the energy to cook. So he decided to order food from a nearby restaurant using the Zomato app. Now he decided that meanwhile the food does not get delivered at home, he will go, he'll get freshen, he will go get fresh. What I'm saying, he'll get fresh, and then he'll wait for the food to come. In that process, he gets a call from his mom, and then he gets engrossed talking to his mom, this, that, and all. And then he realized that he has almost spoken to his mom for an hour, but the food has still not yet come. Because before he decided to go for bath, he had checked on the app, and the app showed that it will take approximately 25 to 30 minutes. Now it's 1 hour, the food is not come. So he decided to call the Zomato, not he decided to call the restaurant. So when he called the restaurant, they informed him that the delivery guy, he left long back, and they are going to check where he is, and they're going to call him back. So now this guy is angry and hungry together. He's pissed because it's been an hour that the food has not been come. So he decides to give a bad review and decides to even complain to the Zomato team. Meanwhile, he was typing the review and blah blah blah. He gets a knock on his door. He opens the door and he's shocked to see that the delivery guy is standing. But there's blood dripping from his head. So all his anger and everything went down, and he got concerned, and he asked the delivery guy, "Boss, do you need help?" So the delivery guy did not respond to that. He just said, moving his hand on top, "Sir, aapka khana." But actually, when he moved his hand on top, there was no food. The no food package. His hand was empty. So the guy, he asked, "Kidhar hai khana?" So then the delivery guy said, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'll go. It might be in the bike. I'll go check it and I'll come back. मुझे 2 मिनट दे दो, मैं वापस आता हूँ." This is what he said. He went down, and meanwhile, when the delivery guy goes down, this guy who's at the door, he gets a call from the restaurant, and he says, and the restaurant manager says that we are sorry to inform you, but delivery guy had met with an accident and died on the spot. So the minute he heard this guy was shocked. He didn't know what to do. So he goes down also to check, but the delivery guy who had come on top was not there. He even went to the gate and he asked the security guard, and the security guard said, "नहीं, कोई नहीं आया था." So till date, he is confused that who was that person who came to deliver that food. So as per my fact, as per my fact, when a person is going and he has something in mind that he has to do, or he has to go to a particular place, and in that process, if he dies, sometimes humans or the soul does not know that you are dead, and you still go to that place. So maybe this is what must have happened, and this was one of the super creepy story which I read from this website called as yourghoststories.com. So go check it out, and if you like this story, let me know. Comment and let me know. Maybe I can make this as an episode where I put background music and I put some sound effects, and I can talk like this in my episode. So yes. So Sherry Fernandez, hey Sherry, how's you? I am fine. How are you? Thank you so much, Sherry, for always commenting, liking my videos, and always supporting me, and always liking my all the episodes. So thank you so much. If you would like to join, and if you would like to share something, if you have some experience, then please do join. The link is in the description, so you can join that. And for the people who are on Instagram, I'm doing a actual live on YouTube. You guys can see it. I don't know if I can tilt my camera. I don't know if I can tilt. Yes, I can tilt my camera. Yes, I can. So here it is. I am actually live on YouTube. Okay, I'm actually live on YouTube. I have just kept the Instagram live so that people who have not subscribed to my channel, they get notification at least on Instagram, and they can come on YouTube. So whoever's there on Instagram, the link of my channel is in my bio. Go click it and come here, and then we can talk about something super natural. So for the people who are on YouTube, the link is there in the description. Please do join in if you feel like, if you're comfortable, please do join in and share your ghost stories. Okay, moving forward, what we are going to do is we are going to jump into the next story, which is again from the website called as yourghoststories.com. I just love reading, and this website is just amazing if you are really really a fan of supernatural and paranormal stuff. And this is the next ghost story. Okay, just give me a minute. Yes. So the title is The Old Witch. It's a very short story. This did not happen to me, but it happened to my grandmother. My grandmother was a teenager, like 16 or 17. This happened in India, and Indian girls used to make cotton with something called as chakra. They came back from making cotton, and it was late at night. My grandma and her village girls were walking back when they heard some lady say one of the girls' name. She turned around and saw a lady with her hair open, big teeth, and she had her feet and hands backwards, and she was laughing. While they watched her, she slowly started saying their names one by one, and they got scared and they left everything back and ran. Both my mom's side and my dad's side, grandmas have experience, and such stories are famous in their village. My grandma also told me that if you respond back to the call or look back, you would die. This is something, this is, you can't call this a ghost story, but you can call this as an experience where, you know, somewhere back in the 60s or 70s, you could, hear a lot of stories like this. A lot means a lot of stories like this. And it is really really exciting to sit and talk to your mom, to your grandparents, or to uncle and aunties who are you can say about 60, 70 years old, because they have such amazing stories. Now, talking about the story which I just read, or talking about the article which I just read, so it's very simple, that there were a couple of girls. They were walking, and this happened in, not in a city, it happened somewhere in the village. So when four of them were walking, one of the girl heard someone calling her name, and when she looked behind, she seen a female standing somewhere in the corner, and it was quite dark, and she could see that her hands and her legs were the other side. And she started laughing, and then after that, one by one, she started taking names of everyone who was there. So all these girls, 4 to 5 girls, they got scared and they ran. So this was a very short horror story, but it was creepy, because sometimes, some stories, you need to imagine, if that happens with you, then how you will feel. So that is something very creepy. And in my previous stream, you can say the two streams before, I was talking about a ghost, or a good ghost, which my mom used to tell me when I was small, where back in Goa, max to max by 8 or 9 o'clock, Goa used to be done. Like, you can say this is early 2000s. At least when I used to go to Goa for holidays, max to max by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Goa used to be done. And then everyone is at home. They have had their dinner, watching TV, or gone to sleep. But there is a kind of a ghost, but this ghost is like a good ghost or bad ghost. Still, we don't know. But that ghost will help you, you know, the ghost will help you reach to your destination. If you're going from point A to point B and you're walking, and back then, there should not be vehicles and this and that, everyone used to walk. So if you're walking alone in the middle of the night, that ghost will come and start walking next to you. He will even start talking to you. It's like a male ghost. He'll start talking to you, and he will reach you till the destination. Because my mom had told me that my grandfather, I mean, it's her dad, used to drink, and late in the night, he used to go to the bar, he used to drink, and he used to come back. Now, from the bar till the house, not every night, but once in a while, this ghost used to be with my grandfather, and he used to walk along till my grandfather does not reach home. So this is what my grandfather told my mom, and my mom told me that if you find such ghosts like this, walk, don't do anything, just walk. He'll ask you questions, answer that also, but do not back answer him. Do not ask him, who are you? Do not ask him, where are you from? Why are you following me? Then if you do that, he will, harm you. Now, how he will harm you, it is on that ghost's mood. You never know what he does. So that is what my grandfather had told my mom, and that is what my mom had told me. And this is something, super creepy. As a child growing up, especially in Goa, and parents telling such stories always creep me out, and I always used to get scared to go. But now I am that ghost. Now I drop people at home. So वक्त बदल गया है, समझा क्या? So, yes. So, now what we are going to do is, introduction is done, chit chat is done, short horror stories. In fact, 3 stories I have narrated. So, now what we are going to do is, we are going to do an horror update. Okay. So, in horror update, what it is basically, I am going to read something from the internet. I am going to give you some updates from the internet. Okay. Just give me a minute. I am opening Instagram. Meanwhile, let me check who has this. Elbow bum. ये क्या है? Master elbow bum. Ronaldo. He's my school buddy. How are you, bro? I hope you're okay. I think so. You're in Kuwait. Hope things are good there. He is so hardworking. He's blessed. Who is this hardworking and who is blessed? Please tell me. D for Desmond. D for daring. Oh ho ho! Correct, bro. Correct. 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 Okay, so now we are going to go to the next segment, which is horror update. So I am going to share the screen, and I am going to share the screen. Just give me a minute. Meanwhile, whoever is there on Instagram, you guys need to join on YouTube because the main live session is going on YouTube. So join. The link is in my bio. Okay, let's continue. So now I have shared this. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, this is much better. So now there is the horror update for this week. In fact, I have told this last week as well, but there is an update of an update about this story, about this news, or about this. What am I talking? I really don't know. Anyways, so the horror update is there is this Instagram account called as Ghost Encounters Twos. So basically, is two paranormal investigators. If you see on my screen, okay, I am not going to play this. On the right hand side is Sarbajit Mohante, and on the left hand side is Pooja. What am I saying? Sorry, Pooja. La, 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 la. Slip of tongue. Sarbajit and Pooja. They are two paranormal investigators, and they go to couple of places and they investigate. I had a chance to chat with them once, and they seem to be lovely people. I have been following their content. So, if you like horror content, you guys need to check out this Instagram account, Ghost Encounters, and they have their personal accounts as well. So, basically, what they do is they arrange for tours, but this is not on a holiday destination. You are not going to Goa to some beach and drink beer and have fish curry rice. No, this is a ghost, ghost, ghosty tour. So basically, they are going to take you to a haunted place. So they have been to Goa, they have gone to the Three Kings Church, they have gone to Alibag. Now the next one is in Jaipur from 22nd to 25th of September. You can see it on the screen. But for more information, you guys need to go and check it out, which is Ghost Encounters Tours. You'll find it. If you can't find it, just send me a message on Instagram. I will send you the link. It is a fun thing. Apparently, I am not in India currently. Not apparently. Currently, I'm not in India, and if I would have been in India, I would definitely go for this, tour. It's exciting because they take you to the uh, haunted location. They will investigate things front of you with the K2 meter and all the other things. So you will get super thrilled, a thrill experience with them. It's quite fun. I've seen couple of vlogs which they have done on their YouTube channel, so go check it out. So this was the first horror update, my friend. This was the first horror update. Let me. D for Desmond, D for darling, Ronaldo. Awesome, bro. Thank you, bro. But I still don't know this thing. He is so hardworking. He is blessed. Who you're talking about, my friend? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Whoever is there on Instagram, I would just like to repeat myself again. I am mainly doing the live stream on YouTube. So do join me on YouTube, and the main fun, असली मजा YouTube में है तो उधर आ जा ठीक है. Anyways, back to my YouTube people. Okay. Karthik, yo, long time, Karthik. You had been before as well. I remember you. And last time you told me that your grandmother, your mother had told you a couple of stories, and you're going to come and tell me the stories. I don't forget a lot of things, Karthik. I am waiting for you. So if you're free today, yeah, the link is in the description. Do join and let me know. Meanwhile, I will I will go back to my horror update. Okay. So meanwhile, anyone, I'll wait for people to join. Meanwhile, I'll just go and do something nonsense. So for the people who don't know, I had, I was reading an article where it said the top haunted places in Rajasthan. Okay. So let me see if you guys can see it. Yes, you guys can see it. And no, this is how it has to be. Okay. So in my last stream, I mean, I had opened this article where it says top haunted places in Rajasthan that will scare the daylights out of you in 2022. So basically, I covered the Bhangad Fort. I covered Kuldara village. I covered Nagar Fort, King's Ghost. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly or no. Nagar. Okay. Now the fourth one is Rana Kumbha Palace, Secret Chambers. So from here we are going to discuss. So basically, in my last stream as well, I told, whichever fort is there in India, 95% of the forts are haunted because kings ruled that, Britishers ruled that. Many people have died there. So imagine the unnatural deaths, because back then a lot of wars used to happen, and killing was just like a normal thing. That is why in today's generation, if you kill one person, you're completely, life is completely screwed, because you will be in bars forever. But back then, to kill was like a shan, like the Maharajas, to kill was something very exciting. So, as I was saying that, in my last stream, most of the forts in India and anywhere you go, it 95% it will be haunted. It's not that I'm promoting, supernatural or some paranormal stuff, but this is my belief, and everyone has the chance to, put their point of view. So yes. So, what we are going to do is we are going to talk about this Rana Kumbha Palace secret chamber. Let me see. Meanwhile, some people have sent me some messages. Let me read that. Karthik says, I have bad throat infection, can barely talk. Okay, Karthik, get well soon, brother. And see you in my next live stream where you have to tell me stories. I won't leave you. Get well soon, Karthik. Uh, Next one is Ronaldo. You will see things changing. I mean, in a good way. Thank you, Ronaldo. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So let's go back to the article which I was reading. But before that, let me just drink some water because my throat is paining now. Okay, this is a palace, Rana Kumbha Palace, Secret Chambers. Rana Kumbha Palace of, I'll read the history first. Palace of Chittorgarh is a place where you will definitely meet a ghost, a haunted fort in Rajasthan. This spot is considered to be one of the scariest places in the state. The secret chamber and the scream of the lady's ear will haunt the shit out of you. See, this is the language what the articles use nowadays. And then people talk about we or the youngsters having bad language in the sense, we cannot talk without abusing. But this is how people are writing, then what can we do? Anyways, let's read about the history of this place. Legend has it that when the Sultan of Delhi, Alauddin Khilji, attacked the palace, Maharani Padmavati or Padmami performed the Johar along with 700 female followers. Ever since, many incidents has been witnessed at the Rajasthan haunted palace where people hear the scream of women asking for help to save the empire. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This was something very this uh, Charles, bro. I'm live on YouTube, so whoever is there on Instagram, please do join me on YouTube, please. I am mainly live on YouTube. So there is an incident as well about this place. Around a year back, a group of friends stayed back one night at the palace to observe if there was any paranormal activity happening. While exploring the passage, one of them heard a voice asking for help. Shocked and frightened as they turned around, they saw a lady standing in royal attire with a burned face. Location: Chittorgarh Fort, Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. So, uh, see, this is an article. Now, I don't know how far it is true or not. But the thing is, I strongly believe, as I was telling you guys, all forts are haunted because each and every fort there is a history. Because to capture the fort, the Mughals and everyone, whoever was there back then, the British, blah blah blah, yeah, wo, they have fought to capture Delhi or this or that or that, whatever. So people have killed, people have died unnaturally. So each and every fort is haunted. And in terms of this, I think so. I seen yes, we seen this movie called as Padmavati, which got changed to Padmavat. I think so after that. And in that, Alauddin Khilji, which was played by Ranveer Singh, movie gets over at the end of the story. He kills the king, and then he enters the palace. But when he enters the palace, he does not find anyone because all the ladies, they burn themselves. I was listening to another podcast, which was Beer Biceps podcast, where there was a professor who came as a guest, and they were talking about history and this and that and all. So in that, the professor, I don't remember the person's name, but he was telling, like, he was discussing with Ranveer, the host of Beer Biceps, that see, once the king dies, then the female of the family or the queen or anyone if the male or if the husband dies, then the female or the wife or the mother or whatever, there is no existence after their second half dies or after the partner dies. So they had to do johar because the history says that whichever king used to take over, okay, for example, now Khilji took over that palace for a couple of years. If he would find the women alive, he would make them slave and he would put them into prostitution. So to And every uh, tribe or every religion back then had their own pride, that no, why we should be slaves or why we should be prostitutes for the other uh, tribe or whatever, for the other religion. So that is why they believe that it's better to this burn, which is called as johar. Basically, even I got to know lately that johar means that that you sacrifice yourself, that also burned alive, because your husband has been dead in the war and blah blah blah. So this can be true. Okay, I don't know how far it is true, but yes, I do believe, because just give me a minute. Yes, because now I'm in a country which is in the Middle East. I prefer not to take the name because the country is a very peaceful and beautiful country, and they prefer not to spread negative news about this country, and even I don't prefer doing that. But I went to another city in this country where I live, and it is towards the Yemen border. Okay, that is what I can say. And there is a ruins of a small village there. Okay, so now when we went for holidays to that city, the ruins are basically covered by big boundaries now, and they have made it a museum. And the government is taking care of the ruins, and once you reach there, you can see the houses how they had built. You can see the city area, the market area. It's a big ruins, so you can actually see the complete city. So when I was talking to the villagers, and when I was talking to the security guard about what is the history, what happened here, who was there, which tribe was there, so he told me that till date, uh, you know if you come to this place, to this museum after 8 9 o'clock, you can, till date, you can hear people screaming. And the museum timing is from 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening. After 5 o'clock you cannot go, it's closed for public. The security guards stay there just for safety reasons, obviously. So till date they can hear people screaming. So I asked him what is the history, this, that, and all. I just wanted to find out what is basically the history of that place. So the main history is that, same thing, they had a village, and there was a king who was ruling back then. And wherever there is a king, there has to be a war. So the last war which ruined the whole village, uh, you know was brutal, in the sense whoever had come to capture that destroyed everything, and whoever killed the king did not get anything, because he killed everyone, in the sense he killed the mother, daughter, everyone he killed. So the reason why they can hear that sounds is because till date the women, the children are screaming for help, but no one helped them, because the enemies came and killed everyone. So I told him, can we wait here, can we experience that? I asked the security guard, so he said no. So basically, even to reach to the museum, okay, you have to come far away from the city. And then when you come far away from the city, you have to at least go 5 kilometers to the interiors. It's like a off road, and then you reach to that place. It's like an open museum where you can't even call it a museum, it's just ruins in the middle, and there's boundaries around, so that no one enters from anywhere else. So that was something creepy, and he said, no one is allowed, and no one will dare also to come, because after 8 9 o'clock it's in the middle of a desert, so there is no light, nothing. So no one will have the balls also to reach there. So that was the story. And talking about, talking about the Middle East, I this there's another story which came out. I would like to share that as well. So basically, now I won't take the real names. I will take all made up names, so people should not get confused. Okay. Is my internet fine? Because it's showing that my internet is not fine. Let me check. Okay, okay, internet is fine. If you guys can hear me, can you just type in the chat and say yes, we can hear you, or something, this type, so I'm sure that uh you guys can hear me. We will go to the article, but just before going to the article, I just want to share this story with you. So now, I never believed in black magic, but when I heard this story, I somewhat started believing in that thing, because back in India, when uh used to see this lime, chili, limbu, mirchi, putting that in the tread and hanging in front of the door, this, that, and all. That was for buri nazar. But some people used to say that that used to also be used for black magic for some purpose. And I've heard stories about black magic, in the sense they have taken the person's hair, or they have taken a person's toothbrush or something, some DNA stuff, and they are trying to do something and trying to possess that person and trying to harm. So now, I will tell you something about the I will tell you something about black magic. So the country where I live in, okay, it's a Middle East country, and there is a small city where it is quite famous. Black magic is quite famous in that city, but not now. This was back, you can say, in the 40s, early 40s, early 50s, 1950, 90, 1940. So people were jealous of their family, people were jealous of their friends. So just to harm them, they used to do black magic. But these stories, we heard when we were young, when we were small. And these stories were also back in the 40s and back in the 50s. So I never knew how true, all the stories will be. But the story what I'm going to tell you is, it happened 2 years back. This happened during COVID time. Okay, so now I don't know the complete story. It's a second hand story, but what I heard, that is what I'm going to tell you. So firstly, let's name the characters. So the main character name is Anjali. Okay. Now Anjali has a husband whose name is Raj. Okay. Anjali and Raj are staying in an apartment, and along with them, I mean, Anjali's mother-in-law, which is Raj's mom and Raj's father. Basically, Raj's parents are staying with them. Now, to add on, Raj also has a brother who has his wife. But I won't take, I won't name them, because they are, not there in the story for a longer time. So the main focus is Raj and Anjali, and keep in mind Raj's mom also. Now, to begin with, Raj's brother, okay, they got a child. Happy, everyone is, happy in the family, this, that, and all. Now it is Raj's time to get a child, and Raj's parents are putting pressure. Come on, your brother has got a child, and that also two. one boy, one girl. What are you doing? You need to have a child. Do it. Before we die, we need a grandchild. All the, tortures they give. So decided that, Raj decided with Anjali that they need to have a kid. But unfortunately, every time they try, they are having a miscarriage. Miscarriage. Carriage, what I said. They're having a miscarriage. And every time they're trying, either, her periods are coming, or she's having a miscarriage, or it's just not happening. So they got fed up. They went to the doctor, nothing was happening. And this was during COVID time, okay? And really wanted to have a kid, and since it was COVID time, they thought they will have the kid in that year. So then after that they'll get time to, spend with the kid and this, that, and also they were really, really trying. They went to the doctor, everything looked normal. Doctor just said, avoid this, avoid that, and try again. Alhamdulillah, you'll get. But something was happening, you know something was happening in their life which was not right. And slowly Anjali, not Raj, Anjali started witnessing. Because see, obviously Anjali is the one who's going through all the pain, trouble, because it's affecting her body. She's getting a miscarriage, she's getting her periods, she's not getting her periods, you know so it's affecting her. So she spoke to her mom. Now Anjali and the family stays in the Middle East, and Anjali's mom stays in India. So Anjali was talking to her mom and told, like, this is the scene we want to get. We want to, we are planning for a baby, but it's not happening. This, that, and all. So Anjali's mom is a little bit religious, and she tells Anjali, why don't you speak to someone like a Maulana and take a suggestion what you should do, maybe say some prayers or do something. So to be frank, they were Muslims, but I have just changed the name. So so Anjali decided, let's speak to a Maulana. But now, before going ahead with the story, I would like to take you a little bit behind, where Anjali and Raj's mom, let's call her Simran. So Simran and Anjali always used to hate each other, in the sense they always used to have a cold war. They never liked each other's vibe, because Simran always thought that Anjali is, commanding my son, which is Raj, and vice versa, which Anjali thought, why Simran is always behind her son. You should set your son free, and this and that. That's a different story. So they always had a cold war. And Simran, which is Raj's mom, always was very, very proud that Raj's brother got two kids. And Simran used to always taunt Anjali that you guys are never going to get kids. But not front of Raj. Simran used to taunt this front of Anjali. But when Raj used to come, she used to say, son, बच्चा लेके आ, हमको बच्चा चाहिए, ये वो लवड़ा लहसुन, whatever. So this was the backstory. Now coming back to where Anjali is talking to a Maulana who was suggested by Anjali's mom in India. So immediately when Anjali spoke to the Maulana, in five sittings, in the sense, in five sittings, in the sense, like, five times they spoke, the Maulana realized that something is wrong. Something is really wrong. So he, asked a couple of questions. This, that, and all. But they were not getting a conclusion. And the Maulana did not immediately think that it can be a black magic. He thought maybe it might be, psychological, it might be mental issue or whatever, or physical issue, because that is why you're not getting pregnant or whatever. So at the end, he thought to try to check that, it might be black magic. So the Maulana told Anjali, just check in your house if there is something related to black magic. So the Maulana explained Anjali everything, how, when, what you can do in terms of black magic. So Anjali waited for a day when Raj and everyone from the family, including Raj's mom Simran, they went out to the market. So Anjali said, no, I'm not feeling well, I'm not coming. So she was at home. So she decided to search the house, started searching, 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 searching. And then she found something very weird in Simran's cupboard. And that also, inside. So basically, there was a doll, a black colored doll with needles in that. So this is what she found. Now, Anjali knew some information about black magic, but she didn't know exactly what it is. For people who know about black magic, they know already what I'm talking about when I told the black doll. So, for the people who don't know, this black doll is basically used to possess someone. So, I'll not go in depth, but this is the basic thing. Or to do black magic on that person, you need to have that particular doll. So this is when Anjali told Maulana that mere paas ye mila, and she sent the photo and this and that and all. And that is the time they came to know that, the mother-in-law did black magic on the daughter because she was jealous and she did not like him. Sorry, she did not like the mother-in-law did not like the daughter-in-law, and she did not want them ever to have kids, so that the mother-in-law can always taunt her. But now, in terms of black magic, there is something, when you play Uno, there is something called as reverse card. So if I do, or if, like, for example, Simran did a black magic on Anjali, if you speak to a Maulana, if you speak to anyone who can control this, you can reverse it as well. So the black magic can go directly back to Simran, which Anjali can do. But the moral of the story is that she decided not to do it. She did not reverse that thing. She told her husband, she told the son what the mother did, but the son was not ready to accept. But later, when things opened up and when they went to India, they met this Maulana and he explained her everything. The Maulana said the prayers, removed that black magic, and today they have been blessed with a baby girl. The son still does not believe and still cannot accept that his mother has done this, but this is what it is. This is the truth, and this is the story of the black magic which I got to know. And I know this couple. So I like, they are not very good friends, but they are friends of friends. So I've seen them. I've greeted them couple of times, and I could sense that they were trying for a baby, but they were not getting. But today they are blessed. So this was the story. This was the story. Let me read. Ronaldo, once again, I mean in a good way. The way you narrate is so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, brother. आग लगा देगा everyone else will hear too, bro. Okay, humanity is first. Yes, yes, yes. The moral of the story is that uh, she, I mean, Anjali did not reverse the black magic on the mother. She said, no, I don't want to do it. I just leave it. She just told the Maulana, you pray and just remove this curse. So there are some people who do these things as well. And yeah, so that was the story of black magic. And let's go to let's go back to the website where we were talking about the top haunted places in Rajasthan. But before I go ahead, for people who are watching this, if you're for the first time here, you need to like my stream, because if you like, YouTube will push this and it will tell more people who enjoy horror content. So you need to push this so that we get more views. We get more people who can interact and talk and share stories. Next thing is, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe. And to continue, if you want to join the stream, the link is there in the description. Now, it's not compulsory that you need to share your ghost stories. If you don't have a ghost stories, if you don't have a ghost story, you don't need to share. But if you would like to talk, maybe you would like to talk about a movie, maybe you would like to talk about a book or anything related to paranormal, related to horror stuff, you can talk to me. I am always there. I be live for 1 2 hours every Tuesday, and anyone whoever is live can come and join the stream. It will be really really fun, to talk to you guys. So meanwhile, people can join. Meanwhile, I can go to the next article, which is not next article, but this is the same article, but the next point, which is NH79 Dua village. Now, where is this? So this village, not village, what am I talking? This highway is one of the most haunted places in Udaipur, Rajasthan. I'm kind of very interested to go to Rajasthan, because when you search for haunted places in India, Rajasthan, I feel, comes on top, because there are so many, small places where so many stuff related to horror is there, like Kuldara village, Bhangad fort, Chittargarh fort. My god, so many things. And I want to go, and there is another exciting thing why I want to go, is because there is a beautiful human being who lives there. His name is Dr. Siddharth Nirwan. He's an amazing author, writer, who has written couple of horror books. So I want to meet him as well. So anyways, the okay, so as per the article, NH79 Dua village is apparently haunted. Okay, so let's read the history. Okay, a long time back, when child marriages were prevented in India, a 5 days old infant girl was to be married off to a 3-year-old toddler. My god. The mother of the baby girl was against the wedding, and she ran away towards the highway to ask for help, where she was hit by a tourist vehicle that killed her and the child instantly. First of all, this child marriage is stupid. Okay. So the mother of the baby was against the wedding, and she ran towards the highway to ask for help. And then, you know, she was hit by a tourist vehicle and they both died. The this not exciting thing, but the scariest thing is that, as I told you, with fort, highways also, a couple of highways are also haunted because a lot of people have died unnaturally, through accidents. And I think so, I should do a highway horror series where I, talk about some haunted places and their story. uh See, now the strangest thing about me is, when I'm reading something, there is another thought, another story which comes in my mind, and then I want to share it with you. So I will share another highway story. So basically, now this I will take names, okay, and I will bindas take names because I hate this person. He was my ex boss. His name was is I don't know, he's alive or dead, I don't know. His name is Mukesh Pasta. Paste, I don't know really. I'm really sorry, but I really love and respect his wife. I'll not take her name, but I really love her. But I don't like this person because whatever he did with me professionally. So he story is that on the 6th of June, which is the 6th month of the year, 2006, he was going with a couple of his family members, not his parents, but uncle, auntie, whatever, to a place maybe somewhere out of Maharashtra. So from Mumbai, he was traveling in a Scorpio. So it was the 6th, 2006. So 6th of June 2006, he was traveling and he met with an accident. And he met with an accident so bad that everyone in the Scorpio died, everyone. And he survived. But he was admitted in the ICU and this and that and all. And then after a couple of weeks and months, he recovered. So he survived. So I asked him, kya ho gaya? Like, no, how you met with an accident? So firstly, he does not remember exactly what happened, but what he told me is that when he was going, suddenly, he seen something on the road which was not a human figure. It was something very weird, and it was like in the broad daylight, somewhere in the afternoon. Okay, he seen something blurry figure coming towards his car, and it was coming at a speed. So he didn't know what to do, so he took a right, and then from behind another truck banged them, and they went 360, and then they hit something, and everyone except him died on the spot. So he felt that there was something supernatural which was coming towards him. But the strangest part about this story is that it happened on 6th of 2006. And after that, he believes that 666 uh, is a lucky number for him. See, I'm born and raised as a Catholic, and 666 number is a devil's number as per our religion. I don't know about anyone, other religions. I'm not, bringing religion in this story, but this is a bad number for us, a bad sign. And I still believe that. But he believed that, nay, 666 is a very lucky number because I survived. I survived, and everyone in the family died in that car. So मैं बोला चलो ठीक है, maybe this is your point of view, and I didn't have a conversation further. Cut to, he started his business where I was working under him. He started purchasing properties, he started purchasing vehicles, and everywhere vehicle number, mobile number, everywhere 666 666 666. So we have grown up, it's not superstition, but some things are, you cannot explain that. You just need to have faith, and you just need to uh, just avoid doing that. But he kept doing, and he kept taking numbers with 6666666. So it was very strange, and at one point we just stopped telling him things because he brought two cars. Okay, both the numbers he paid extra just to get a similar number, just one alphabet here and there. Cut to after 2 years, when he started his business, when he got everything in 2 years, he was from top, he went extremely down. His business collapsed. Whatever income, whatever he invested went down. Everything, you know, zero. He I think so. I left before everything happened. I think so. He went even to jail. He left Mumbai and he's gone somewhere else. I don't know where exactly he is. But I still believe that that number fucked him up, because that is a devil's number. Until you do not accept the devil and accept to give soul to the devil will not do good to you. If you just keep doing, devil work, then things will go bad. By the way, I am not doing devil work for people who are listening, and for the devil, if he's listening, I'm not doing, and for God who's listening, I'm not doing devil work. It's just that I love talking about horror stuff. But my religion, my God is always there. I'm going to respect each and every religion, and I still believe God is always good. Good is always better than bad. So yeah, but the moral of the story is that I feel that he used something which he had to not use, which he went towards the bad side, and he did a lot of stuff. So that was the story. Anyways, I am getting distracted with my own stuff. So we were talking about NH79 Dua village, where 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 a female with her baby child was hit by a tourist vehicle on this highway, which is NH79 Dua village. Okay, so now there is an incident as well where it says while driving down the um, Ajmer Udaipur highway, three friends encountered the ghost of a lady carrying a baby in her arms. She sat at the back seat and guided them out of the village. Thinking it might be a nightmare, the friend took it lightly, but the incident Hmm. but the incident lasted for more than 15 minutes, which still haunts them. I didn't understand this. Let me read it again. While driving down the Ajmer Udaipur highway, three friends encountered the ghost of a lady carrying a baby in her arms. She sat at the back seat and guided them out of the village, thinking it might be a nightmare. The friends took it lightly, but the incident lasted for more than 15 minutes, which still haunts them. I still didn't understand the story. Maybe I'm not reading it correctly or what, but in simple, three friends going on the highway. I don't know why they stopped on the highway to give a lift to a lady. The lady sat back in the car and she guided them out of the village or something. And after that, I don't know what happened. So this was the history of NH70 Dua village highway, which is in Rajasthan, Udaipur. And talking about highways, I got another story which I would like to share. This live stream is really exciting for me because I'm getting so many stories. When I'm going to put the timestamp or the time code, I'm only going to get mad because I have to sit and see which all stories I have been telling. So, uh, yes, just a minute. Okay, so there's another highway story where I heard this on Jose's podcast, which Even he does this ghost stream, and people come and actually share ghost stories, and it goes for 2 hours and all. So this story is kind of creepy, kind of scary as well. So let me drink a little bit water. I don't know if I'm live or not live on Instagram. Pata nahi. Okay, so this story I heard it on Jose's podcast. So I don't remember the location and this and that and all. It's just that I remember that there was a group of people who was traveling by a bus from, let's assume, from Mumbai to Goa. Okay, so while they were traveling, now this bus driver, he was kind of new, and he decided that before reaching Goa, he'll stop, and he will go from another direction, not the normal way. He'll go from another direction, which is taking from the village side, and it is like a little bit off-road side, like a off-road area, not like a proper highway. So he decided, instead of going through the normal route, let's go off-road side. Let's try. So now this was around 3 4 o'clock in the morning, I believe, and he decided that before actually entering the off-road area, he will stop, maybe just to pee or just to like have a cigarette, to have a water, whatever, just to get fresh. So now he stops the bus. Now the people in the bus, some people were awake, some people were sleeping. So when he stopped, most of them got up, because everyone started getting up and trying to go down to pee and this and that and all. And luckily there was a shop there, a small shop, a tea kind of shop, which was opening. So they sat for a while and this that and all. Everyone peed, this that and all, and most of them went on top and sat in the bus. Now the only the bus driver was sitting and having his tea, and he was having a cigarette. So he asks the he asks the tea stall guy, who is that girl who's there in the woods, like in the middle of the woods he can see one girl. Who is she? Why is she there, like so early in the morning? Like what is she doing? So the tea guy says, आप देखो मत साहब, आप इग्नोर करो, आप अपना चाय पियो और आप जाओ. So the bus driver thought, "Aing, ये क्या बोल रहा है? Like, why is he so rude?" Anyways, the bus driver decided, "Chalo, I will have my tea and I'll fuck off from here." Just when the bus driver kept the tea cup and he turned, the chai wala told him, "Saab, if that female tries to stop the bus and she asks for lift, do not give her." So the bus driver said, हाँ ठीक है, anyways जगह नहीं है बस में, तो हम लोग किसको लिफ्ट देते नहीं ऐसा. So he went in the bus, he started, and now he's going not on the main highway, he's going from the interior of the village, which will later on, connect to the main highway to reach Goa. Just when he started the bus, after 4 to 5 kilometers, he sees this female. He sees this female standing in the middle of the road, coming towards the bus. And this guy is shit scared. And he's honking. He's honking. And because of that, everyone who's sleeping, and it's almost like, 4:35. So it started to get little bit brighter, but still in the village, it's too creepy because of all the woods and trees around, so it's very creepy. And he started honking. So because of that, everyone started getting up and everyone started noticing that there is a female coming towards the bus. And now this driver, he got shit scared, and because he was new and he must have heard stories, like that. She started screaming, bachao bachao, hato idhar se, this that and all. So everyone started screaming in the bus and said, नहीं 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 नहीं, आप रोको, बस को रोको, वरना वो मर जाएगी, this that and also. Some people thought, it was a actual human being. Some people thought it was ghost. Some people were saying, नहीं नहीं नहीं, भगाओ गाड़ी, ये वो, this that and all. In that process, the girl comes close to the bus, but now the bus driver gets so scared that he moves, he puts his feet on the accelerator and he just, runs through her. But now when you run through anything or when you go on the speed brake also, you'll feel the bump, right? But he did not feel any bump. He seen that, the girl went down, but he did not feel any bump. So he was wondering, like, ये क्या था, क्या हो गया, this that and all. And then when he crossed the village and when he reached the main highway, okay, he reached to his destination, Goa. And he told this incident to the other bus drivers, when they chill and when they're sitting. And that is the time he got to know that you should never take that road, because there is no tea stall guy. Only the tea stall is there. The tea stall guy died couple of years before in a road accident, because that area is like where the vehicle passes. And the female who was there is actually his wife, who keeps telling all the visitors that do not stop, do not stop, do not stop, do not stop. So basically, it is not the female who's the ghost, it was the tea stall guy. So that was something super, super creepy, you know. So I hope you like this story and let me know in the comments how did you like it. Because while narrating itself, I changed a couple of things. So do let me know. So let's go back quickly. Let's go back and let's finish this. So the next haunted spot or the next haunted place in Rajasthan is Brij Raj Bahvan, spirit of an English soldier. Next on a list of haunted places in Kota, Rajasthan is the Brij Raj Bhavan. The majestic mansion is now a heritage hotel which is haunted by the spirit of an English soldier. A much as it looked beautiful on the outside, it is considered to be the most horror place in Rajasthan. Oh my god, I never knew this. See, I'm researching about haunted places from quite some time, but I never, read about this Brij Raj Bhavan, and that also it's a hotel. It'll be very exciting to stay in this. So let's read the history about this. During Sepin Mutin, Major Button, who was an employee of the East Indian Company, was killed along with his family by Indian militants at the Brij Raj Bhavan. The locals say that the ghost of Major Button haunts the place, and it is this place. Super, super creepy history. Let's read about the history. Queen of Kota conquered the palace after Major Bhutan was killed by the army. Apparently, Queen of Kota spoke to the journalist claiming to have seen the ghost of dead Major Bhutan. The spirit is harmless and caused no physical damage to the fort. However, the ghost of Bhutan, I don't know what I'm saying, has a habit of hitting the dozing security guard. I'm really sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. It's Bruton. Yeah, it can't be Bhutan. Bhutan is not a British name. It is Bruton. Bruton. Sir Bruton. Captain Bruton. So the incident is Queen of Kota conquered the palace after Major Bruton was killed by the army. Apparently, Queen of Kota spoke to the journalist claiming to have seen the ghost of dead Major Bruton. The spirit is harmless and caused no physical damage to the fort. However, the ghost of Bruton has a habit of hitting the dozing security guard. This story I've heard a lot that you know mm, the ghost will slap the security guard or this and that and all. But this is quite interesting, and I always tell everyone whoever follows me that if you have an unnatural death, it will take time for you to go to your final resting place. You will be there on this earth in a different dimension or in the upside down, where you will be waiting for the judgment day, or you'll be waiting for your time. So that is how it is. So this is the haunted place. Now, Jagatpura, home of witches. How many places are there in Rajasthan? My God. Beyond the beautiful palaces of Rajasthan, the tourist place has a haunted vibe attached to it. This is because of the uncanny place in a residential area where people actually live with the witches. This is one of the most horror place in Rajasthan. Okay. The king, let's read the history of this. The king of this haunted palace in Rajasthan was greedy, and many villagers cursed him while dying of starvation. The soul of those villagers still asks for help from the tourist. Abare. Why from tourist? Ask from the people who are staying also there, no? Let's read about the incident. The people living in the residential area have seen witches walking around the roads of Jagatpura. These witches look the same as in class Indian horror tales: white dress, old grey hair hanging loosely over the face. It is quite an eerie experience to walk after night here. But where it is? Jagatpura, home of witches. Something interesting, but not really interesting, because if you see the other top haunted places, they are more interesting. So, what I will do is now there is Sudha Bay, okay, then there is Jal Mahal, there is Delhi Jaipur Highway. Yeah, there are these three, and I think so. I'm going to do that next. So normally I do my live stream only for 1 hour maximum, but now this is gone to 1 hour 33 minutes. I do want to extend it. So so for this live stream, what we did was we did introduction. I went little bit out of my format, and I freely spoke to you guys in terms of whatever ghost stories was coming in my mind. I narrated that, and I gave you just a few horror update, and I reacted to some of the horror content, but not videos. I was reacting in the sense I was reacting to the article what I found on the internet, which is the top haunted places in Rajasthan, and I have still not finished it. So I'm going to do that in my next live stream. So stay tuned for my next live stream as well. And we are come to the final end of the live stream. Uh, if anyone is there on Instagram, or if anyone is there on YouTube as well, firstly, whoever's there on Instagram, I am mainly doing live on YouTube. So if you'd like to join me on YouTube, please do come. Now I would like to thank everyone who came. Okay, I would like to thank Divyani, I would like to thank Neil, would like to thank Sherry, I would like to thank Master Albobam, Ronaldo. I would like to thank Karthik, again Ronaldo, and yes, for these people who have joined and shared, you know, your comments. Really, thank you for that. And now, since it's already 1 hour 35 minutes, I can see two people live. When I joined, it was 10. Now there are two. Now I want to know who are these two. See, I'm not going to tell you to come on the live stream. I just want to know who are these two. So if you can just say a hi in the chat, say hi, it's me, so I will know. So I'll know that you guys stick till the end, you've sticked around. So really would like to appreciate that. So now there is three people who have come live. But forever, forever, what am I saying? For people who are live right now, if they would like to come and share your ghost stories, please do. I am eager to, talk to you guys, because really this is my 16th live and I'm fed up talking to myself, fed up talking to a camera. I just want to talk to you guys. Anything, it's not compulsory to put the camera on first. You can put the camera off. अगर आपको हिंदी में बात करने का है तो आप हिंदी में बात करो. इट्स नॉट दैट यू हैव टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. कौन सा भी लैंग्वेज में अगर आपको कंफर्टेबल है हिंदी में बात करो. मराठी मध्ये बोला, अंग्रेजी मध्ये बोला. स्पीक इन एनी लैंग्वेज वॉट एवर यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ. एंड क्योंकि मेरे को सब समझ में आता है, बट सिर्फ बात करने के लिए मेरे को इंग्लिश कंफर्टेबल है. हिंदी इतना अच्छा नहीं है सर, अच्छा नहीं है. मराठी येत आहे मला, हिंदी अच्छा नहीं है. ठीक है. सो anyone is there who would like to join the stream, please do join the stream. The link is in the description, so do join, and we can have a fun conversation. So meanwhile, people join in, I would like to tell you another story which I already shared in one of my episodes, but I decided, let's share this again with you guys, for people who are recently subscribed to my channel, so I can share this story. So basically, this is a personal incident which happened with me. Okay. And this is the time when I actually started believing in the supernatural. This is the time when I actually, understood the difference between good and bad. So I was in the sixth or seventh standard, and back then I, you should not so much believe in God and in the, in the devil. I was just a normal person living a normal life. But as a kid, my parents used to force me to go to the church. I used to go, I used to say my prayers, but I used to not understand the meaning. I used to not feel what I used to pray, what I used to do. So, being a good son, whatever my parents told me, I did that, especially my mom. So, my mom told me, go to catechism class. Catechism class is basically, we Catholics, we go to church. After the church or before the church, we go for Bible studies. So, there is a teacher, like a nun. She teaches us about the Bible, this and that. So whatever my parents, whatever my parents told me, I decided I'll do it. Now, when I used to go to church, I used to go for my catechism class before the service. Then, after that, the service comes. So, basically, the catechism class was 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Then 9:30 the service, means the mass celebration starts from 9:30 to catch 11 o'clock. Okay, and then from 11 o'clock till 12:31 I used to have altar service meeting. So I was an active member in the church, and I decided that I'm going to follow everything whatever my parents say. So one evening, not one evening, one afternoon, when I got done with all the uh, functions, I mean the catechism class, the service, and the altar service meeting, everything. What When I just got done with church, it was around 12:45. It was almost 1 o'clock. So now the church where I used to go, it was attached to a graveyard, and the church itself was close to a shore, like a beach or like a sea. So there used to be heavy breeze in the afternoon, because anyways we were close to the sea. But that afternoon, it was something very different, and it was very weird, because whenever you come to church, you always see someone praying at the graveyard or in the church. Father is there, this is there, that is there. But that afternoon, when I came out with two or three of my friends, there was no one. There was no one in the compound. So I don't know what, uh, you know, I got a very weird feeling. But then I just ignored that. It was just a second thought. It was not like a first thought of mine. So I ignored that, and my friend told me, let's go to the graveyard. It will be fun. So as kids, we always like to all this stupid things. So we decided we'll go to the graveyard. So now the graveyard is such a way, there is the straight, you know, aisle, right hand side, left hand side, there are the graves. Now, if you walk down the aisle, at the end, there is a big cross. So we decided we'll play a game where we all have to go there, touch that cross, and come back, and then go home. So everyone thought, no, they will try to make me scared and this, that, and all. So I said, see, boss, I will go only if you guys come. Don't tell me you go first and then I will go first. Nay. If you all are going, then we'll go. So they decided, chal, let's go together. So now two of my friends are walking front and I'm walking behind. And remember that, that afternoon was something very, very weird. I was getting very bad negative vibes, and it was blowing extra, it was just blowing, just it was just not a normal afternoon. Then I walked a little bit, and meanwhile my friends had already started walking ahead. So I walked a little bit ahead, and then I seen a grave. Now I knew that grave was fresh in the sense like it was recently buried, because the mud which was there on the grave, it was still wet. There was fresh flowers. The candles were still burning, so maybe it was the previous day, or it was just fresh. But because of the wind, the cross fell down. Now the cross fell down. So what I did was I took the cross. Okay, the cross in the sense, the cross where the name of the person, when the person was born, when the person died, the information. So I took that cross and I put it inside the grave. So nothing happened. It was just like an instant, like when I was walking, I seen in the right that the cross fell down. I just went there as a normal person, took the cross, and I pushed it inside with force because of the wind, this, that, and all. So I thought, it's better to put it little bit deeper so that it does not fall again. We go towards the end of the graveyard, we touch the big cross, and we come back. Now, while coming back, my friends have already gone ahead, and now I reach back to the same grave. So when I reach back to the same grave, again I see that cross is fallen. Now it was just a human thing that I just went there. I took the cross, and I, with force, I just pushed it inside, like pushed it like at least a meter or two deep inside. After that, I felt something strange happening with me. Like I felt very weird. I can't explain this feeling. So I went, I told my friends I'm going home. I took a rick and I went home straight. And the minute I reached home, I got high fever. I don't know, I was scared or what, but that time, you know, it was my subconscious mind saying that something is wrong. But normally I felt that it was just a normal thing. I reached home, I felt sick, and I felt so sick that for 4 to 5 days straight, I was just bedridden. I was sleeping, getting up, eating, taking my medicines, and sleeping. I was not doing anything else. I didn't go out. I did not do anything. So now, for 4 to 5 days, I'm sick. They have taken me to the doctor as well, but no medication is working. Now, when you're sleeping for 4 to 5 days, you don't know exactly what is happening in your house. You don't know where things are. You don't know where the TV remote is. You don't know where the everything's the things are there in your house. So on the fourth or fifth day, I don't know what happened to me, but I got up and I was sleeping in the bedroom. I got up and I came in the hall. Now normally the Bible is on the altar, but that day the Bible was on the TV table. Now I don't know anything, where the things have kept, where the things have shifted or removed or whatever. I go straight from the bedroom to the hall. I touch the Bible and I start saying my prayers. Now normally as a kid, I just by hearted the prayers, but I didn't know what was the meaning. But that day, when I started saying my prayers, I started meaning that. And that is the day I witnessed God and devil at the same time. So this was my story where I actually started believing in God, because when I started saying my prayers, I started understanding the meaning. After that, whenever I said prayers, I understood the meaning. See, I am not talking, I'm not giving like a sermon or something. Yeah, I'm not a priest or something, but this is my personal experience where I witnessed God and devil at the same time. Because why I'm talking about devil? Because maybe that spirit or the person who died, that spirit did not like what I did on his grave, where I just pushed that cross and it followed me. But then I was kind of innocent in this story, which I did not do it with intention. That is why God helped me, and that is why God brought me back to track. Because I had gone to the doctor, I have taken medicines, nothing was happening. But the minute I touched the Bible and when I said my prayers, everything, all my fever, everything went back to normal. And in just 1 hour's time, I was normal. I was watching TV and I was eating food. I was that excited. So basically, hi Connie Fernandes. Hi Connie. Connie, basically, I'm live on Instagram. I have, sorry, I'm just getting confused. I am live on YouTube. Basically, I've just kept Instagram open for people to get notified. So I am mainly live on YouTube. So if you'd like to hear some ghost stories, you know what to do. My link of the channel is there in the bio. You can click and you can come on YouTube, and you can interact with me on YouTube, because most of them are on YouTube. So Thank you, Connie. So continuing with my story, so that is how it was. This was my personal experience with the paranormal and with the ghost and demon, and that is how I started believing in ghosts. That is how I uh, got the interest. So it's not that I'm only now focused on ghost. I also say my prayers. I also read the Bible. uh, I'm religious too, but in my own way. So that is how it is. There are six people now who are still there. Anyone who is still interested to share their ghost stories, please do join the stream. The link is in the description. You can just click the link and join the stream. I just want to talk to you guys, because I love talking to people, to only people who enjoy paranormal stuff, who have lot of stories and facts and some haunted places. So you guys can come, share, talk, anything. So yes, anyways, we are 1 hour 51 minutes already. Very happy thing, because I used to do only 1 hour live stream. Now, I'm almost 2 hours. So I'm going to end it once we complete 2 hours. So it's just 9 minutes left, and six people are there. So if if you guys cannot come, at least send me a hi message. I want to know who are you, हु आर यू, कौन हो आप, कि आप 2 घंटा मेरे साथ बैठ के मेरी कहानियां सुन रहे हो। चलो, अभी आखिरी का 9 मिनट ना हम हिंदी में बात करेंगे, क्योंकि हाँ, कोई तो सुन रहा है। देखते हैं अभी किसका मैसेज है। नमस्कार, नमस्कार दादा, हाउ आर यू मिस्टर दत्ता, कैसे हो आप? अगर आपको स्ट्रीम में स्ट्रीम में क्या मेरा हिंदी इतना अच्छा नहीं है, बट इफ यू वांट टू कम ऑन द स्ट्रीम, आप लाइक लाइक करो। हाँ, आपने स्ट्रीम को लाइक किया है सर? आपने आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया नहीं? सब्सक्राइब करो। आई एम फाइन सर। सर, आपके पास कोई कहानी है? अगर आपके पास कोई कहानी है, आ जाओ, स्ट्रीम में आ जाओ, ज्वाइन करो। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, आ जाओ। मैं आपको लिंक चैट में भी आई पुट द लिंक इन द चैट एज वेल। देखो, अभी मैं चैट में भी लिंक, देखो, ये लिंक है। एंड अगर आपको इधर से नहीं मिल रहा है, तो आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाके आप क्लिक करो और आ जाओ। कोई तो बात करो यार। मैं अभी 2 घंटा बात किया लगातार, पचा पर इतना बात किया है। इतना कौन बात करता है अकेले? कोई तो चाहिए। मिस्टर दत्ता, मिस्टर दत्ता, देखो। ओहो हो, आ गया यार, आ गया। ओके दत्ता, आई एम टेकिंग यू लाइव इन 5, 4, 3, 2, 1।
Hello.
हेलो,
Sir, it's
नमस्कार।
like I'm feeling very happy to be with you, sir. I have listened to some of your stories, so I didn't listen to each one of them, but I have listened to few of those, and I think it's wonderful, sir. I have listened one story. It's about that highway, some highway from Bombay to Goa. They entered in a long rain, and they were like in a loop. So I've listened to that one, sir.
कौन सा वाला? वो NH17 वाला ना, मुंबई गोवा का?
यस सर, यस सर, यस सर।
तो कैसा लगा आपको वो स्टोरी?
सर वो बढ़िया था सर, बढ़िया था।
हम्म।
Sir, I never thought that I will be live with you. I will be talking with you. I never thought. I'm an engineering student. I've just completed my engineering. And when I get some time, I just listen to this horror
Honestly.
stories,
हम्म.
horror, paranormal. Like, I love these things.
सो गुड ना, आपके पास कोई है, कोई कहानी है आपके पास?
सर वैसे रियल लाइफ में कुछ फील तो नहीं किया, बिकॉज हम जहाँ रहते हैं वहाँ रोड रोड के पास है, लेकिन इफ आई गेट वन आई विल शेयर विथ यू, डेफिनेटली शेयर विथ यू। बट सर ऐसा सुनने में आया है कि हमारे यहाँ पुरुलिया पुरुलिया बोल के एक तो स्टेशन है इन वेस्ट बंगाल, इट इज हॉन्टेड। वहाँ लाइक बहुत मतलब क्या बोले, एक तो लड़की का मतलब दिखाई देता है वहां पर।
ओ, का जगह का नाम क्या है?
पुरुलिया। It's a
पुलुलिया.
hilly area. It's a hilly area in West Bengal. So
हम्म.
the place name is Purulia. Purulia railway station is haunted. You can get many articles about it in YouTube too. और एक तो हॉन्टेड स्टोरी है जो कि मैं शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। ये मैंने एक ट्यूशन में सुना है। तो मैं जब ट्यूशन में जाता था, आई यूज्ड टू लाइक आस्क देम टेल मी अ हॉरर स्टोरी। तो वहां पर एक तो लड़की वो पढ़ती थी, तो उसने एक दिन मतलब क्या बोले, सर नहीं था तो वो बोलने लगी कि मेरा फादर जो है वो ट्रेन चलाता है, लोकोमोटिव होता है ना वो, फिर लोकल ट्रेन, ठीक है।
हम्म.
तो हम लोग का यहाँ पर जो है वो है हावड़ा स्टेशन, ठीक है। तो हावड़ा
हम्म.
स्टेशन से रूरल एरिया तक लोकल ट्रेन जाता है। तो उसके फादर बोलते हैं कि आई हैव सीन, मतलब वो लड़की बोलती है आई हैव हर्ड अबाउट इट, कि एक तो स्टेशन है, ठीक है, वहां से क्या होता है अचानक, मतलब वो सामने देखती है, उनका फादर सामने देखती है कि एक तो औरत जो है, ठीक है, वो भागी जाती है। शी
हम्म.
कीप्स रनिंग, she comes in front of the train and she keeps on running away from the train, okay. And her father tries to press the honk so that she goes somewhere, but she doesn't go, she just keeps on running.
हम्म.
And her
ओ.
father increases the speed to like
हम्म.
chase her, but she keeps on running, she keeps on increasing the pace. So this is
हम्म.
one horror story. I know I haven't framed it quite well.
नहीं
आप
नहीं
अगर
नहीं
सामने होते तो और भी अच्छे से फ्रेम कर
नहीं
सकता
नहीं,
था।
अच्छा था, स्टोरी अच्छा था, बट कहाँ कहाँ से ये स्टोरी एग्जैक्टली, मतलब?
West Bengal, sir. I live
वेस्ट
in West
बंगाल.
Bengal.
हाँ, ओके.
Yes, sir.
ओ.
Sir, in West Bengal, there are also many stories because ये like क्या बोले, मतलब जब ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी पहले आया था, they like came through West Bengal.
वेस्ट
So
बंगाल,
there
हाँ.
are many stories in West Bengal. There is like I have researched some haunted places in West Bengal. I can tell you,
हम्म.
like there is one called Putulwadi. Okay, Putulwadi.
पुतुलवाड़ी, हाँ ठीक है.
Putulbari is like, in West Bengal, like West Bengal is like Babuana culture. Like people
हम्म.
here used to live like Babus. Okay, like
हम्म.
rich people in that time. It was a rich culture area. So I think rich men went to have some like free time with ladies. That time ladies used to sing and dance. There was a
हम्म.
culture like this. So I
हम्म.
think there was like some rich people who exploited this woman in this putul body, and this putul body is haunted in that way. Like
हम्म.
their जो soul है ना वो लोग chase करते हैं.
हाँ हाँ
And
हाँ
there is
हाँ.
also one haunted, like there is a race track in West Bengal in Kolkata. There are
हम्म.
horse race track.
हम्म.
So a foreign, like that time, ghost is like people say there is some evidence. And there is
Oh,
one more national library. The Kolkata is the national library. People say
that is
that
also
it
haunted.
is also. And one
हम्म.
other one is Howrah Bridge. Howrah Bridge is very
Howrah Bridge.
famous.
Hmm.
Yes, there is a ghat near it, and
Hmm.
people say like demons do some paranormal things during the midnight over there.
Oh, I have heard a lot, मैंने बहुत सुना है ये, कोलकाता वेस्ट बंगाल के बारे में. बट
Yes, sir.
एक और चीज सुना मैंने, क्योंकि मेरा एक रिलेटिव है बांग्लादेश से. मतलब
Yes, sir.
someone has married one Bangladeshi, and we know the culture and tradition of the people from Bangladesh and Kolkata. So उन लोग ने क्या बोला कि वहां पे ज्यादातर ब्लैक मैजिक होता है. इज दिस
Yes, sir.
ट्रू?
Yes, sir. I was just about to tell you like the black magic, the occult, uh, West Bengal, Manipur, Tripura, the Northeast is like uh,
Hi, very
they do.
many do black magic.
And even if you go in a local train, you will see many posters. They are giving advertisement. If you want to love someone, you visit this tantric. Visit if
Hmm.
you want to get promotion. Visit this tantric.
Hmm.
So occult is still like being practiced, but I don't think that level. If you visit, there is a place. I'm just forgetting it. Uh, uh, Tarapit. There is a place called Tarapit where goddess Kali is being worshipped in West Bengal.
Hmm.
And a lot of tantrics are there, and people usually go there to do this, like yogyas, like uh, people do the practices over there. So
Okay,
occult
okay.
is very, very like very much thing that is happening, that has happened and is yet being practiced.
Hmm. Because I was planning to do a series, because I had done recently on my channel the Goa horror series. Matlab, I had done
Yes, sir.
all places about Goa. So I think so I should do a series about Kolkata as well, because after talking to you, so many places are there.
Yes,
क्योंकि
sir.
मेरे को
Sir,
लगता
sir,
था
have
कि
you
एक
heard
दो
about
था.
sir?
हम्म.
Have you heard about Darjeeling? Darjeeling is also very famous.
Yes, yes, yes. Darjeeling
Darjeeling's
also.
the Dow Hill
Hmm.
Road, it's famous, and I don't know whether I would like to share or not because it's about a hotel. They say
Hmm.
that people say that it is also haunted. I know it
Hmm.
can be a hoax or anything, but there is a
Hmm.
hotel in Darjeeling Mall area. Its name is Pine Ridge Hotel. Okay, if you go to Darjeeling, any hotel can cost you up to 5 to 6 thousand or 7,000, but in the Malaria it will cost you around 8 to 9 thousand. But this
Hmm.
Pine Ridge Hotel, they put a charge of like 1,500, so that's very less. And but still it's remain empty. So there is a haunted thing like cooking up things happen. And if you search, you will get one or two stories about it. People doing some
Hmm.
research, but so there is a like cooked up thing. But still, you can
But
search. You will get two or
but
three
but
stories.
to tell you frankly, when I started
Yes,
my podcasting, and when I used to tell stories, this was the first hand stories which I knew, which I have spoken to. The problem is that whatever is there on the internet now, मुझे पता नहीं है कि वो सच है कि नहीं है. That is why
yes,
I
sir.
decided that I will start doing live streams as well, so people can come and share their stories. Now अभी अभी आपने बताया था कि वेस्ट बंगाल के बारे में, so now I know, I have noted down all the names. उसके बाद I'm going to research, I'm going to go in depth, and then put stories. क्योंकि whenever I put a
Yes,
story, it is fact checked, and I don't like to spread blind faith and all. अगर कोई कहानी है, then I will tell that, at the beginning of the episode only, this is a story, it has been created just to entertain you. But I prefer
yes,
putting through stories, which people like you who come and tell me stories, then it is much better. But on the internet, you never know, if just people
yes,
must have
sir.
just
Yes.
put anything
Even
nonsense.
even sir, I would like to experience something myself, but nothing such happened to me. I've always been like studying my, and now after my completing this year, a few months ago, I just completed my engineering. So I was
Hmm.
like always into studies, and whenever I used to like get study, I used to study physics. in physics only, while studying quantum mechanics and uh, studying about the like souls and the body, like the souls leaves the body. So I thought that there are a lot to know that which we don't know.
Yes, yes,
My
yes,
professor used to say that the problem is that you don't know. The problem is that you don't know that you don't know.
yes.
So
Correct.
then I started like searching for the things, and like, so let's
Hmm.
see if something I
But
really feel. But I watch a lot, like I watch each of the channel. Answer, like, one thing I would like to say about you, sir,
hmm.
you're like that way you represent yourself, sir, is like wonderful. I'm telling you, one day you will be huge. One day
Thank you,
you will
thank
be
you.
like the way you present is really like, what to say, like very creative, very creative.
Thank you so much. And before you go, I would like to say, never ever ask for any bad thing, because अगर कुछ हुआ आपके पैरानॉर्मल या गोस्ट, फिर बहुत बुरा होने वाला है. So always pray for that, nothing bad should happen, always good should happen. ठीक है.
Yes, sir, that's true. But I believe that one day or the some
Hmm.
other day we
Hmm.
will all come to know the truth, right?
हाँ, वो तो है, वो तो है, that is there.
Uh, One day this body
Hmm.
is not me. One day
Correct.
I will leave this body, and that day I will come to know about the truth. I believe,
Hmm.
because
Yes, 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 even I believe the
100
same.
years ago my existence was nothing. After
Hmm.
100 years my existence will be nothing. I've come from somewhere, I will be somewhere.
Hmm. Yes,
So we
yes,
will
yes.
know. And how much I just love reading physics and all those. There is a lot, like books, there are so many books.
Hmm.
Just I just keep studying from them. Like I'm also studying some, I can like I was doing some research on the books on tantrics. So there is a
Hmm.
like I have like later on I will study various religious books. That is my
Hmm.
goal. I have many things on my list. First I will study the Hindu rituals, the Gitas. Then I will study all the Gitas, then all the spiritual science, Vedanta. Then I will
Hmm.
study Bible, I will study Quran, I will study the Granth Sahib. Everything I want to study. I want to know the spiritual aspects and like correlate them with the physics, because I
Hmm.
think the science, the uh, dharma, the religion, the physics, everything comes in a straight line, and somewhere everything has a single point.
Correct, 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 correct. But hats off to you. You're going to do all this. Hats off to you, and always stay connected to my channel. And whenever you get time, you come on the live stream. And even if you don't have ghost stories, we can just talk. We can chit chat.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir, definitely. Even if I have something like points to prove that
yes,
spirituality exists, I will come and
yes,
just share with you.
yes, yes, yes. And thank you for your feedback, and share this, this channel with your friends and people who like, horror stuff. So let all your friends enjoy, together.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, I will do it.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
Done.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you so much for like giving me the place and the amount of
Yes.
time. Thank you, sir.
No, no problem. See you in my next live stream.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay. Bye. Take care. See you.
Eh, See you too, sir.
Oh, that was a lovely, lovely conversation, Dada. Thank you from Kolkata, West Bengal. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 2 years hard work, and then when people start appreciating, I really, really enjoy. And off lately, I've started reels as well, because reels and shorts on YouTube, because now YouTube and reels are pushing that. So I got a couple of good views on my shorts and reels. So I love when people appreciate, because it takes a lot of hard work to do what we are doing right now. So this is the time where we end the live stream. So thank you so much for everyone who has joined in. Thank you so much for everyone who has who has sent me a chat, who just thank you everyone for everything, and continue supporting this channel. I will be going live every Tuesday where we talk about all the paranormal stuff, ghost stories, horror updates, everything we can talk about paranormal. If you just like to come and share and speak to me, you can just come and share and talk to me. Every Saturdays, I release a fresh new episode where I narrate stories with background sounds and some special effects. So you guys can enjoy that kind of stories as well. And every Mondays, Sundays, and Thursdays, I release shorts as well. And for people who have still not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, share this channel with your friends and family, and also share no and sorry and also follow me on Instagram, because I keep updating everything on Instagram first, and then everything comes on YouTube. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, and I shall see you in my next episode soon. Soon or later, I don't know, but soon.